On the last episode of InukiTV, Shotter and Thompson Nagger defeated their opponents and moved on to round 2, leaving Godwin to become a renegade internet comment patrolmeister and pursue his nemesis PK on the video comments page. Then, out of nowhere, a hero released the patch notes. Meanwhile, on the opposite side of the planet, Surfing Man and Stiggers taunt Shotter with their victory, and then apologizing on the forums like a Twinkie. Welcome back to the Inuki Tournament Saga 1! We have Feliny and Medan versus Black Widow and Morfa. Now this is a game you've been wanting to see, or at least your comments suggest that. Anyway, let's get right into this game. We are on the map, the town. It's a 4v4 map. Both teams were able to agree on 3 maps, and this is the one which was randomly picked, and already some great manners from both teams. Good game from Morfa. And of course we had the good luck, have fun, the less original option out of the two, I'd say. So go Morfa for the original opening text. So looking at the game right now, obviously not, UC performance drop experienced by player Black Widow US. I see, so close to disqualification. Don't crash. I don't allow crashing because people like to try and exploit it. Every time I'm like, Inuki, when, how long can you have before you crash? I just want to know, like, if I crash before like the 5-minute mark, is it okay to start the game? Well, if I set any period of time for you to crash, you're just going to be like, alright, we'll see if our game's going good for the first 2 minutes, and if it's not, then we'll quit, because we can restart then. That's the allowed time to make our decision. So, no crashing, just make sure your computer's A-OK and you'll be fine. So, as I was saying beforehand, Feliny going to the right-hand side, sliding more to the right, which indicates in this game that you're meant to be on the right-hand side of the map. Medan going far left, so it seems like Feliny is mostly in the center. Although, no, we have Medan here as well. So, already this team is going to be moving in. And oh my god, how could I forget? It's Germany versus Germany, by the way. Another mirror matchup. Now, I was in chat with Feliny and Medan before the match started, and they were on about Black Widow and Morfa trying to spy on them, find out what faction they're going to pick. And apparently they saw them playing as Commonwealth, so they've opted to play as Germany. But unfortunately for them, Feliny and Medan also opted to play Germany. So anyway, these are the factions we're stuck with. Very unusual that we had 2 mirror matchups, one after another. But at the start of this early game, it's already 3 points, or 3 capture zones to Feliny and Medan. So a very strong start from them. They've got infantry scattered mostly on the left-hand side. We've just got 3 infantry. On this right-hand side, Feliny's just clumping together behind the sandbags. So, for the most part, it seems the action is definitely in this middle. We've got machine gun fire going straight across the street, and Morfa opening with the Panzer II Lukes. This could decimate all of Feliny and Medan's infantry in the middle until they bring up a counter to this. Remember, they've only got infantry in the center at the moment. Regardless, that Lukes is being very cautious. It doesn't want to go straight in there. Plenty of places for infantry to hide in urban environments. They could easily toss an AT grenade off. We can see Feliny trying to reposition with an AT grenade, and Medan coming up with AT infantry. I think there's a good choice. Rather than bring up their own Lukes or save up for a Panzer III, which could be some time, they're going to try and sneak around, use the environment to their advantage, and get a shot off on that vehicle. They do hold the center for now, and that's all they need. I think it almost looks like they're trying to hide infantry from the Lukes, but cover the center at the same time from any advancing infantry. I think that's a good idea. They just need to halt off any infantry from approaching that zone, keep hold of it, and their points are ticking up, of course, until they can respond to it fully. We still have that 80 infantry, which is just moving around into position, and Feliny, veteran sniper, as soon as that popped up, as soon as it was available to them, instantly getting it. That sniper is running off to the right hand side. It's going to prevail more in open combat than in this middle ground. Here's that AT infantry finally reaching the front lines, but already being hit by the infantry from Black Widow and Morfa. With Panzerschreck lines up a shot, fires into the infantry. Sure, why not? If it kills tanks, it can sure as hell kill infantry. Although, it seems like he's still going to try and get up a shot. I'd love to see him fire into the building. There's some infantry from Black Widow in that house. They do gun him down, so that's an AT infantry loss. Feliny moves up a machine gunner onto this high ground, covering, guns down all that infantry in the rear. Straight into the back. Very dishonourable play there. Oh, Feliny, what did your mother teach you about gunning people in their bottoms? I don't know, but anyway, this Panzer II Lux comes out, and all that infantry from Medan was really exposed. A lot of casualties there as they try and move into the central position. Unfortunately, there's a little door in this house, and they just run straight through it, so a lot of them survive. It seems like someone tried to pick up the Panzerschreck, and he got gunned down, but we got a third guy to pick up that Panzerschreck. And I'm now thinking of penguin bars, if anyone understands that. Oh, he gets a shot off, but it just misses. It goes straight behind it. And he gets gunned down once again, so we need a fourth guy now to bravely pick up that Panzerschreck, which is just not doing so well at being useful at the moment. It's killed a few infantry, but whoever seems to hold it seems to die. Medan with a few infantry just hanging back here. It seems like all of their infantry in the centre have just been obliterated. Totally discombobulated. That's unfortunate for them. They need to get back into the game or assault another zone, and it seems like that's what they're doing. We have that famous sort of build happening from the Epic Clan guys. They always seem to get a Panzer III tank, so if you're playing against them, be aware of that tactic. Be aware of that Panzer III coming to your front lines as soon as possible. So they're going to start assaulting this right-hand point on the enemy's side. And I think this might be pretty successful with the Panzer III, as they've already got a Panzer II Lux out for Red Team Army. I think I'll start calling it green and red. I need some easier way other than like Germany and just be like, oh, what? Which Germany, Inuki? Which one do you mean? And straight away a 222 pops up from out of the fog of war. The Panzer III just nails it straight away. There's that 222, no use to the battlefield. It's unfortunate because that was going to come and defend from all this approaching infantry from Green Team. Unfortunately, though, it wasn't any use, and this infantry gets into the zone, tosses the grenade away. If it was just a little further, he could have actually tossed the grenade and hurt the original thrower. But anyway, it looks like this attack is being very successful. Great micro for Feliny on that side. Meanwhile, it looks as if the front lines have kind of distorted a little. It's moved to the right-hand side of this town area now, instead of like a south to north. I don't know. Thankfully, in the patch, we're going to have north, south, east, and west on the minimap, so that's going to really help me sort of discuss the locations on the map. But holy hell, we got a flamethrower action. That's definitely going to clear Black Morfa. Oh, there I go again, combining names. Black Morfa that's got a nice ring to it. I think I might use that. Anyway, Black Morfa now feeling the flames, feeling the heat and pressure from that flamethrower, but he's going to run away. He's already had his fun. There's no need to stick around and take a shot into his flame canister and just blow up everyone around it. The attack continues on the right-hand side. Black Widow just slightly holding off this attack for now, but it seems like most of his infantry is down. The zone is neutralized, so it doesn't look like he can protect it for much longer. These houses continue to burn. It's going to burn all through the houses, so any infantry there is in big trouble unless Black Morfa get their infantry out of there and just reposition them to somewhere where it's not so hot. Flamethrower continuing to move around these houses, continuing to burn any occupied building. That's a really good idea. This is definitely what flamethrowers were originally designed for, just pumping out infantry of buildings. I realise pumping is not exactly the best word to use, but I've already used it. No go back in time, no givesy backses. Checking on the huge blob of green dots on my minimap over on the right hand side. Still not captured this point just yet, and track damage for Felony's Panzer III tank. That's a problem. It's going to take some front shots from the enemy team's Panzer III. That's a good counter to a Panzer III is another Panzer III. How do they fare against each other though? We also have a motorcycle coming in. It just darts in. Wow, that's so maneuverable. Don't stop for a second because there is a Panzer III out there. That'll easily take you out. We hit motorcycle. Hello, motorcycle. There's some battle going on. I don't know if you notice. Might not be good to stay there. Herp derp. Herping and derping aside, unfortunately the motorcycle is now decrewed. Have you ever just like moved a unit somewhere and just completely forgot about it, even though like your teammates watching it or something? I don't know what happened there. Something happened, and I'm looking over back into the middle now just to check up on what's happening. It doesn't seem like Feliny and Medan are too bothered about the central position. Remember, there are more points on the map than your 2 points and the middle. There's the whole side to deal with, and Feliny and Medan have noticed that. They've gone, okay, the middle's a bit hard to take right now. We're going to pressure that right-hand side first, and they've managed to achieve that. They've accomplished that. They've now got that right-hand side. We've got a group of green dots on that left-hand side as well, waiting to assault. They're Brandenburgers, very good infantry. For getting close, thrive in urban environments, and I think that's why they've got them out. And holy moly, side shot with a Panzerfaust, Panzerfaust, another shot, but it misses. There's just Panzerschrecks are just not doing anything in this battle. I think Feliny and Medan might be a little bit disheartened to buy another freaking Panzerschreck. They've just been no use whatsoever. They're just missing, not penetrating. Unlike this Flamethrower, however, that's been really useful. Unfortunately, though, he gets gunned down, and I'm sure he's killed a lot. He's done Team Green Germany proud, I'm sure. Some sneaky infantry from Morfa behind this church. Unfortunately, that's no problem for Medan's elite infantry. And here we go, we get some, finally, these guys going prone, and they're going to move in very slowly to that left-hand point, whilst this right-hand point proves to be somewhat of a huge distraction. And also, the central position has been captured by Team Green as well. I'm trying to remember Team Green's name. Felony and Morpha's team. Team What the Hell Are We Doing? Or something like that. I don't know. If you're wondering why I've not used people's teams' names like in the opening credits and stuff, and it's because people's names are way too long. I couldn't put them in. So I gave you all IDs. Be happy you got a number. Anyway, that Panzer III's down. Hull destroyed. Felony's Panzer III is alive. The battle continues pretty much all over the map. This is just high-level gameplay going on right now. We can see a guy in that window back there. And this guy's just, he's got some eyes. He's incredible. He just sees infantry like 90 degrees to the left of him. No problem. Like, whoa, whoa, what was that? Start sniping him with my SMG. Holy wow, that's one elite dude. Now, Black Morfa is in a little bit of a pickle right now. He only has 1 point. They need to do something to get back into this game, and I'm not sure what it is exactly they are going to do. Maybe they are saving for something which I would highly recommend not doing right now, because there's so much infantry on the field. Just look at the forces on the map for Team Green right now. Felony, Medan, Feldan. I don't know. Oh, I got it. Feldan. I always think Medan, though, sounds a bit caveman-like. It's ugh. Medan. Medan fire. Oh, he's so happy. He's such a happy, chumpy, friendly person. I do like him indeed. We're getting that very close to disqualification from Black Widow. Don't do it. We've got some airdrop supplies as well from Felony. Machine gunner running out of bullets, and that's not how you rearm. You don't stand in the crate. Jeesh, what were you taught in army boot camp? Anyway, this Panzer III is lurking in the back. It's not going to pop out unless it needs to. That's a great idea-ism, if it's a word. A machine gun also sets up in the middle. Oh my god, one machine gun. Machine gun spam. Oh, that's not allowed at all. Anyway, it seems like Black Morfa now has 0 capture points. This is not Sparta. This is just a huge problem. And we have a 222, weirdly enough, carrying a pack. Here comes the Panzer III to deal with that 222. Will it take care of the pack, or will the pack... Oh, in fact, the veteran sniper is spotting. Already taking care of the crewman on side. That is just such epic gameplay. And oh no, the freaking Felony with the Panzer III just drives right in front of the sniper. I don't think the sniper